Good morning. It's November the 14th, 2016. Time to kick off another week of trading. And as we awaken this morning, the trends that were in place on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of last week, strength in equities, weakness in treasuries, weakness in gold, strength in the dollar, weakness in the euro and the yen, are still intact. In fact, may have accelerated or be accelerating. The guesses and prognostications are, people are kind of scratching their heads right here. The euphoria that was associated with the stock market is based on proposed Trump tax and industrial policies. Remember, after the 2008 election, when Obama won the White House, the initial reaction of the stock markets were to sell because they correctly foresaw that Obama's industrial and tax policies would not be conducive to growth. So here's where we sit. There's strength in the equities. Only Hong Kong's market was off, and that could have been because of what happened to the Chinese yuan, which has made new lows. The rest of the stock markets are up. Most people are playing the stock markets from the long side. Bonds, don't know where the bottom is, but on the 30-year 150 is within reach. It's there. I imagine that treasuries are headed lower. Gold stops below 1200 before it's all over. The euro below 105. And stock markets, the Dow's already made new contract highs. I'm guessing that the rest of the indexes will make new contract highs also before this is over. Trump over the weekend was on 60 Minutes. He made his first two political appointments, Steve Bannon and Reince Priebus. Both of those uniformly were savaged by the left and put down by the Dems in power. Chuck Schumer is getting behind, I believe his name is Ellison, a congressman to head the DNC, and he's from the radical left side, and he has the full backing of Elizabeth Warren, Chuck Schumer, and Bernie Sanders. So it'll be pretty hard for the Democrats to stop that. What my point is that the Democrat Party, after losing the election, is moving even more to the left. The riots continue. Rent-a-mob. Been proven that people are being bussed in, and Eugene, Oregon, is the capital of the anarchist capital of the United States. If you want a quick hire of people that are willing to break things, that's a good place to go. Fill up the streets. So the turmoil after the Trump election is continuing, and my guess is that it will tend to work against the left's goals as people see why they voted for Trump. Everybody out there that's in a position to take down Trump, the big money, the Democrats, etc., probably are going to try to do so. They're probably going to try to injure him before he takes office on January the 20th. So that should, as traders, give us trading opportunities. It should increase the volatility. It should make, as opposed to looking for 1 to 3 points on the E-mini, maybe we're taking 5, 10, 15 out of it. And I remember on Wednesday after the election that we talked about that on our trade setups, 15 points was doable off of every one of our setups, and more than a few produce those results. So volatility increases for us as traders, and that's what we need to prosper as a trader. Right now we may be rejecting prices below 2605. We've got structurally right up here 2704 to 2708, those two highs, and then we have 2626 to 2629 is a possible resistance. There's a chance that the lows were put in T period. Quite often we come in after the market's been heavily sold in Globex. We'll find a price. Remember, first leg is down, 2 is a price that cuts off the selling in this case, then we're looking for development. So right now, if you're looking for development, you would anticipate maybe this 12 to 20 areas where the market will seek out and develop. No news to drive today's trading. We're at 16. Got this high volume number there, so 19 to 23, sell 1. 27 to 31, sell 2. On the buy side, 1 to 5 to get started in that area that's rejected. May take a 9 to get in. We'll put a question mark at 9. And then 25 to 29. The knob spread has really come in a bunch, and if the knob spread stabilizes today, then the selling pressure would be more reflected in the 10-year than it would be in the 30-year. If the knob spread doesn't stabilize, the 10-year will trade lower, but nowhere near the velocity or momentum of the 30-year. Hope everybody's weekend was great. It was nice on the southern central plains. 60 degrees, give or take, on either day. I think we made 65 yesterday. Winds weren't too bad. So starting to feel more like fall, although we have 70-degree temperatures forecast for the next 3 or 4 days. So the winds definitely will be from the south. La Nina is in effect. That brings us less moisture and warmer temperatures for our winters. Okay, London's high is up here in the 8 to 12 area, so 8 to 12, number 1. 15 to 19, sell 1. 27 to 31, sell 2. On the buy side, make 24, 28, buy number 1. 13 to 17, buy 1. And then 29 to 01, buy 2. We'll play for the low being put in the Globex session. Okay, gold looked like it was trying to stabilize a couple hours ago. Haven't really looked at it since then. So 15 to 17, which is where I believe we were. Our number 1 buy zone on Friday, 15 to 17, held up. We'll just keep it. I do think we're headed for stops below 112 even before it's over. Then 8 to 10 for buy 2. And if everything looks compressed, it is compressed because I am on dollar increments right here. So 28 to 30, sell 1. 34, 36, sell 2. Well, the euro's getting blasted, and Italy was mentioned as a potential dropout from the EU. Italy needs some money. They probably won't do it. Spain, Catalonia, I believe is the name of the province. 80,000 people marched to separate from Spain, which again puts pressure on them to leave the EU. Gosh, I forget. Hungary, a couple of countries didn't make an emergency meeting of the EU over the weekend. So this Brexit, this flight from top-down centralized control out of Brussels continues. Okay, I did a split on Frankfurt. So you can see right here that we got a pretty clean break in the market at 1085, 1087. So selling 90s to 108, sell 1. 815, 825, sell 2. On the buy side, 750, buy 1. 7 1/4, buy 2. The euro has problems. Can they keep the whole EU together? Can Germany finance the whole? Does Germany want to finance the whole situation? It will certainly be a looser federation when this is all said and done. The idea that Brussels knows best, and that's everybody that's making money right now they're gonna spend money to stay in power, and I mean that's Trump's facing that. And these people have the checkbooks, and they have they don't want to lose their positions. They certainly have a lot of incentive to fight Trump every step of the way, as do the bureaucrats in Brussels. And they will defend themselves. The system protects itself first, then they clean up the mess. And so I know France, Le Pen probably has gotten a huge boost. Hollande is, I think even Hollande's under either investigation or under trial for something right now. Okay, crude oil, pretty clean break at 43, so 43, 43 1/4. We've been talking about this 42 1/4, 42.50 area. It's within reach. 43.50, 43.75, sell 2. We'll make 42.50, 42 1/4, buy 1. And then 41.75, 42 even, buy 2. Boy, for football fans, what a weekend. 5 of the top 10 teams got knocked off this weekend. Michigan, Washington, Clemson, Auburn. I mean, it's an amazing, but it is college football. I mean, the emotions associated with the game. I mean, it's not like the NFL on any given Sunday. They aren't that good, but emotions do play a part. And if you come into a team with a rival and you're not on your A game, you're down a little bit and they're up, you can very handily lose a game. So they'll be reshuffling they'll reshuffle it and they'll probably come out the same. Teams probably didn't move all that much even with their losses. Okay, on the E-mini, the 65, 67 area, got a fairly clean break right here. This high at 70, so we'll make 67 to 70. And we're going to put a question mark at 65. We're at 62 right now. Sell 1. 74 to 79, sell 2. On the buy side, headed lower, here's our tractor at 60, so 55, 57, buy 1. And then 50, 52, buy 2. So we're going to play for support at 50 to 55 and resistance probably 70 to 75, but it could be as low as 65. Stock markets are still pointed higher around the globe. And you got to put your money somewhere. You don't want to put it in bonds, right? There's an interesting article from large hedge fund. I'll go back and find it and put it in the room for your post-market reading, starting to flesh in different scenarios for the economy and for investments. I think you'll find it interesting. I did. Anyway, so I'll see you in a bit. It's going to take a while to get everything up and published and posted. I'll get busy on that. I'll see you as soon as possible.